Hey everyone, I wanted to share a frustrating experience I had with Thrifty at the Atlanta airport. I feel like this needs to be heard because what happened just wasn't right. I had booked a rental car through Hotwire, and when I got to the Thrifty counter, they assigned me an electric vehicle. I was okay with that at first, but since I only needed the car for 24 hours, I mentioned that it would be inconvenient to find a place to charge it for just a few hours of use. So I asked nicely how much more it would cost to switch to a gas powered car. The agent told me that switching to a gas car would cost me $50. I also asked whether this $50 was the total cost, and he told me that Thrifty would be taking over the contract from Hotwire, so my original contract with Hotwire would be canceled. I thought I was clear on the terms and agreed to the change. But after I signed the contract, I asked again just to make sure, and that's when the agent admitted that the $50 was actually in addition to the $46 what I had already paid Hotwire, not a replacement of the original contract as he had told me. That's when I got upset because I felt misled. So I said, let's just switch it back to the electric vehicle. I'll take that, no problem. Now, I'll admit, I did get mad at that point, but I apologized to the agent for getting upset. However, the second agent, who I think was a manager, still refused to let me rent any car. It really felt like they refused to rent me a car out of spite, which is wrong, especially since I didn't break any policy. The second agent, who wasn't even part of my conversation with the first agent, made that call simply because I got upset after being misled. I mean, who wouldn't get frustrated at the idea of being charged twice for a rental? When I explained that Hotwire wouldn't cancel the reservation without talking to Thrifty, they just shrugged it off and told me it wasn't their problem, instructing me to call Hotwire myself. I spent over an hour on the phone with Hotwire trying to resolve this, but they couldn't cancel the reservation without speaking to Thrifty at the Atlanta airport. And of course, Thrifty wouldn't pick up the phone. Now, Hotwire has to investigate the situation, and they can't even guarantee I'll be reimbursed. Meanwhile, I had no choice but to rent another car from Alamo just to keep moving. All of this wasted time, money, and frustration because I was misled and then denied service for no good reason. And it all feels like it was done out of spite. This situation could have been handled so much better.